What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another major market breakdown where I go through the best setups for the week and y'all eat off of it. Now, that's at your own risk. This is not financial advice. I say that in almost all of my videos to kind of make sure that y'all trade smart. Please trade safely. But without further ado, let's get into it. Um, I said a few weeks ago that I was kind of decoupling from the US dollar as far as my trading. And now I'm kind of, I want to get back into the swing of things. Everything's uh, becoming a little more predictable with what's going on. Of course, things are still a little, there's still a little neutrality as far as where things could go based on the decisions made by the Trump administration. We got the hack by Iran over the weekend. They took credit for it at least. There's still factors in play, but we got a lot of strong economic data come out for the U.S. Unemployment came out better. I don't have all the stats right here, but there's quite a few things that came out better than expected last week, late last week for the dollar. So in light of that, we have this level right here that we already had marked off from previous live sessions episodes. Y'all been seeing this level, and we have this gap here that was never traded back into. So I think now it's time to trade back into that gap. So I think we see some bullishness off of that news pushing towards here. We'll see. We'll likely see some resistance here. So as far as the trades I'll be taking, it'll be on AU, Euro USD, GBP USD. We'll probably be taking profits on those sells once the dollar's in this area. So let's go look at exactly what that's gonna look like. What was that? Did I see that flash? Kind of flash the sell that we had right there, because we did have a sell down to this level here that we took profit on. Um, but I think we get another push down to break this low here and possibly go catch this area that we have marked here, because we like the buy. I love the buy. I can really, honestly, I kind of want to move this a little bit, like right there. I like the buy off of this level. I mean, if price breaks below it a little bit, that's fine. I put this line here. Oops, that was the wrong line. This line here as kind of a equilibrium point. Like, I wouldn't want price to go below there. Like, I wouldn't want price to close below there for the buy, for the sake of buys. But I do really like the sell from here. Price has been diverging, which just means that it's gotten weaker relative to the rest of the market, even though it's been going up in price. And this is on the 30 minute, so it's been diverging since roughly this breakout. Honestly, it started diverging right after this breakout. So definitely looking to see some type of correction. And since it diverged from that breakout, I think that we'll just kind of go see it touch here, and at the same time, simultaneously, we'll see DXY close in that gap that we just saw. And then let's check AUD USD. We back on USD, y'all. It's lit. We back on the majors. I'm gonna still show y'all one of the trades we have for the crosses, because I think GBP CAD went crazy last week, but I'm still in it. Yeah, this is diverging too. Same deal. Same deal here. You could I don't have a level marked out, but I'm willing to bet. Okay, so before I actually put the fib on there, let's go ahead and just call it first. I like to keep it natural first before I put the math to it, but it always ends up lining up anyway. I like this entry here. I like what that entry looks like it's giving up. All right, now let's throw a fib on it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I guess that doesn't prove much. I could have done that before the video started. But I'd be doing that on live, so I guess, I mean, take it how you take it. It doesn't really matter. But I like this level here. Yup. And my fib likes it too. So we're gonna wait for price to trade down into that. I think I wanna take sells on euro, wait for buys on AU. You know what I mean? I don't wanna just sell everything across the board just because I truly believe it's gonna sell. AU I kinda just wanna wait for the buy just because gold has some retracing to do, but I think it's some slight retracement before buy. So I just wouldn't want to get trapped in a sell in a weird position with AU. Now euro it just has a little bit more room. That's why I like the sell on euro. UPUSD. See about it. Oh yeah, got that gap traded in right there. Yeah. Yep, it didn't fully, but it traded into it, so it doesn't. That gap is kind of meaningless now. Um, and then we have this huge run up here with no kind of pushback from the market. So and then a top right there. So that leads me to believe there will be some market structure about here. This will probably be a fairly good entry on GU, and I don't feel like doing it, but it's probably a fairly good fib level right around this area as well. Y'all can go throw a fib on your chart and check it out. This diverged as well, but the divergence already broke really with this sell off here. I just don't think the sell off is done. You know what I'm saying? So um, grab this entry here, and this is another one. This is another one that I honestly rather wait for the buy on. Now, like, I mean, the sell ain't bad. The sell ain't bad. The sell is about 130 pips. Yeah, 130 points. So it's not terrible. But I just like this move to these levels up here. Off of this buy. I wouldn't want to get trapped in the sell, but I might take sells. If the market drops a little bit straight on open, like let me put a little level here so you can see what I'm talking about. The level just drops and closes below here on open on the 30 minute, then I'm getting in the sell. That'll be kind of a clear sign at the correct analysis, and there's no point in not making money with it, you know. And then take a look at NAS 100. Pepperstone. I ever usually look at Pepperstone. Usually use like FXCM. Yeah, I usually use FXCM. It's one of the FXCM is one of the brokers I trade with regularly. So, but it's usually you'll usually see me use FXCM or Oanda for whatever pairs I'm looking at for the most part. Because those are the brokers that I trade with, and they're also the brokers that you need to use if you buy our bot. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they can work with some other brokers, but all the setup steps are meant for Oanda and FXCM. So. But you got this massively diverging since Tuesday. Massively, I'm talking about massively. This is like way down here, while it's at making a double top at 22.7K. So chart looks weird. Uh, we got a little bit of pullback off of it, but the market seemed mad confident. So I I don't like to buy at the top. You know what I'm saying? I like to wait for big old corrections. I've been saying that every week. That I want to see a bigger. Let me go on my bigger time frame. A bigger correction on Nasdaq before I get back into buys. Like I'd at least want to see this level revisited at the bare minimum now. Before it was like, can we pull back to down here a little? You know, I want this entry. I want this entry here. I want the 20,800 entry. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't seem to want to do much pulling back. But I think we still have the ability with summer trading, there is lower volume, or a lot potentially lower volume coming. With summer trading, investors going on vacation, just less money moving around. Is my son awake? No, he's just talking in his sleep. Oh no, he is awake. Hey, your son is crying. He is asleep. I'm weak. Nah, that boy is funny. That boy is funny. Um, but yeah, no, I'd love to see more of a pullback. Now, like this entry here, like I might take a small, very low risk stop loss right up under this area entry once price trades back into here, just to eat off a little bounce, put my stop loss in profit pretty quick. But I won't be in it on anything like big or anything like that until we see some of these lower levels get cleared, because like I think that like they're gonna get cleared no matter what. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. They price could go way higher first, but it'll just be a crazy ass sell off when it does come back to these levels. But um, patience pays off. So we're gonna see, because I want to take some pretty big old trades with that. I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I want to take some long trades. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being in Nasdaq short. It's just like take big trades. I do. But then it's like just like extra fees. So it's just like I'd rather eat with the bigger moves. Wait for the sniper entries. You know what I'm saying? Screw Nasdaq drawdown. honest, honest to God, screw that. I'll go through drawdown on anything. I'll go through drawdown on anything. Screw Nasdaq drawdown. That shit sucks. uh, um, Actually, I'll say US 30 is worse, of course. But the thing about with indices, if you're not right, then holding the drawdown is like either you're granted, if you have a big enough account, I guess it's meaningless. But even with small entries, you know what I'm saying, like on quite a few of my accounts, if I open up, you know what I'm saying, the Nasdaq positions that I do like to open up, then I have to go switch over to one of my other accounts as far as like to trade anything else, because um, just I don't like to use up too much margin. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm trading Nasdaq, just in case I gotta hold some drawdown. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we go for sniper entries, and that's why we trade precision trading, the trading strategy that I myself created. You can learn it from us. We teach it, um, and we all trade it. But let me look at gold and then Bitcoin before we get out of here. Oh man, gold looks like it wants to take a shot at the top. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I was supposed to get an entry here, but it did not happen because I missed it. But I think that it'll eventually get traded back into, just not right now. I think gold's gonna go ahead and go test this top here, and then we may see this entry get played into a little bit, maybe off of a bounce after it starts selling off or something like that. And then it gets melted through immediately or something like that. But gold looks pretty strong. I say like look for a pullback to maybe. Let me see. Let me get in there. Let me get in there. I say get a pullback to like here, and that's I take a small low risk, very low risk buy here. in this little box here. Once that low gets broken, and then like I said, targeting these highs here. And then last but not least, hold, hold, just hold it, just hold the Bitcoin. Now it's a really big reverse head and shoulders we have here. Bang, bang, bang. And Bitcoin loves them. Bitcoin loves reverse head and shoulders. So from here, I think we just go higher. I ain't gonna lie, higher we go, begging plead for the culture. With the little run up that we have that we see on the dollar, bang, 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 bang. Then I'd wait for price to come trade into this 104 one more time. Bang! Snipe the entry. Low, like I said, low risk. Stop loss right up under this area. And then we'll be looking to shoot. Let me go back on the daily. You see what I mean? To the moon, y'all. To the moon. Just stay in it. No, 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 no. Don't put your don't guys, don't put your wee wee in a pencil sharpener, as a great man once said. But this entry should be pretty good. Just don't over leverage your freaking accounts, guys. Um I, like my stop loss is mental up under this low just because of Bitcoin's volatility. But anything below here is like, all right, nah. You know what I'm saying? And that's that 100.6 level. Because that 100.6 level gets broken and closed below, then we're headed for, like, anything. And anything being like 87, 72, some of those key levels that pushed us to where we are. You know what I mean? So let's leave those levels alone. And the way to do that is to not send it down. And that's by buying here. So I'm kind of part of the problem because I'm telling you guys to buy it. But I'm part of the solution because I'm telling you guys to buy it. So trade safe, trade smart, and if you guys want me to go down and like analyze a specific pair, asset, whatever, like I can go through a stock if you want me to. Just drop it in the comments and I'm gonna do that. All right. I I don't want it to become like mundane or nothing like that. I want to, what I'm saying, that's part of why I decoupled from the dollar before and started doing all the crosses. So I was talking to y'all about more crosses and not just the dollar. Now we're back on the dollar. So try to keep it fresh with y'all, all right? So let me know what y'all want to trade, and we're gonna analyze it and drop some insights for y'all. All right. I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.